Okay, we're going to start this out here. This is me and my Spire Run. I'm going to run this as fast as possible using whatever I need to use to end this and quickly and run this through. The very first level of the Spire, I don't hardly do any fighting until I need to. I go through and do all my negotiating with diplomacy and all that good stuff because these are guaranteed. You can't lose these unless you multiply, even unless you do something twice. So when I convince, I'm going to go here and just pick them in order like this, left to right, which we've already seen in some other video that we were watching, left to right. I hit the offer. It is done. Then I'm going to go here, which shows none of these have all ever been used. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go there. And that is finished. We are a success. We are done. Now I'm going to win one of these three things, which is either more spell fragments, combining catalyst, or the supply windfall. If my clicking works. There we go. And I got more of that. We'll go on to the next thing. Again, convenience. We're going to go there, there, in order like that. And it shows nobody needs any of this stuff. And so we've already used that, so we know this is an instant win. Nobody needs this, so this is where you just guess. We'll go with that. Wrong person, which means he's not automatically get that, obviously, and wrong person automatically get that. Hit offer. And hey, we're a success, so that was a good guess there. And we got the two boosters. One of these three choices. Let's see what we win here. I'm not writing this down, so you have to follow me if you want to with your own piece of paper and follow what I've won if you want to. I've won 1 2-hour booster. And we're going to go to this one. Same as before. So these are all wrong persons, so these are all guesses again. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there. Random guesses. Now we go back to offer. Nobody needs. So we already use these two, so we know this is a guaranteed one there, and we know this is a guaranteed here. So you cannot lose. Offer. Success. We are done. And now I win the coin boost, coin range. So I get 15% coins. When if I use that, it's an instant coin booster. Not booster, but coin. This is where I'm still not going to bother fighting it because I still have, probably not going to have any problem with this. So I go through here, here. Like I said, we just go through stages. I don't have to keep explaining the stage. Now, nobody needs it. Wrong person. Nobody needs it. So make it just a guess. Nobody needs. We're just going to guess something different. Wrong person. We're just going to go there. Nobody needs. So I know it's going to be this one for that. This one's where it's a guess. Nobody needs, so we're going to just go with that guess. It was a good guess. This is where I might win some diamonds. And guess what? I won 15 diamonds. This is where I will put a list up. So I am plus 15 diamonds. And open door. We're randomly going back and forth. And so I know it's one of these two things for him. And I'll just go to the coins. I know it's automatically one of these two things. Him, this is the only choice there. We're good. One more guess if I need to, that's fine. This is the only choice left. So this is an automatic win again. And we're done. And what will I get out of this? I got more combining catalysts. So I've gotten 6 of those now. And now I'm going to go to encounter there. Now that's where it comes to guessing. No, actually no, because I know it's automatically this choice. This one here, I know it's automatically this choice. This one here, I know it is possibly, no, it's automatic choice there. And this is the guessing one, where it could be this, could be that. And I'm just going to go with this. That's where I just guess. No turns left. 25, yes. And so now I know it's this one. Success. And I got another 5-hour booster. Now I'm going to go back over my old thing, because I'm just doing this for the diamonds, because this is, I keep hearing the diamond problem. And we haven't gotten to the fighting problem yet. So now I'm going to go to minus 25. Actually, I'll just do the math, so that would be minus 15. I mean, minus 10. So minus 10, which equals to plus 15, and then minus 25. Alright, now I'm negative 10 diamonds. Uh-oh, I've lost 10 diamonds. I'm a bad boy. There we go, didn't have to use any diamonds. There's a point where I won't bother with taking the chance of diamonds, and I'll just cancel it and go to fighting, because I don't want to keep losing. I don't want to lose diamonds. I'll just lose the whatever goods I use for that one run, and I'll switch over to fighting. Right now I have one more of the good old spell fragments, which I've had thousands and thousands of, and I'm keep getting more thousands. Anyway, now we're going to go to this one, and this is another diamond chance one, where I could win some more diamonds. This is one, I'll try this first, and if I don't win this one, I'm not going to chance diamonds on it. I'm going to switch over to fighting for it. So I'll try this way first, because I've got plenty of goods, so I'm just going to randomly, and then we're going to go to a different circumstance. So go there, nobody needs. This is where you want to make certain you don't choose one thing twice. I don't want to have two supplies here, one coin or 2 coins. I have a coin and I picked another coin. This is where if you make that mistake, you're losing stuff, and I'm not going to have a diamond thing. This is where I get to make another choice. I already used these 2 choices. It's the only choice I have left, so I know that one's guaranteed. This one's not guaranteed. I have eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch, and I'll go there. And this one here is another one where I have a choice between these. No, actually, I only have one choice in this one. It has to be that. So my one guess is the one I had to see if I was right with that guessing. No, I wasn't, and I'm not going to spend another 25 here. So this is my bad guessing. Yes, and I'm going to fight. So this is where I go to my fighting, and I've got tons and tons of fighters, so I'm not worried about my fighters. Now I have to find which ones I think. Oh, this is where I forgot. Guess what? I was telling you I was going to put my buildings up for it, and I haven't put my buildings up yet. I almost did die fighting without putting my buildings up. I can come back to that in a second. So now I'm going to go to my summings. I'm going to go to those buildings I have, which I've not put up. I'm going to put one of these guys up. And one of these guys up. And I'm not going to put my third one up. I'm just going to leave these two. These two will be good for the time being. And if my fighting is not going as well as I want, I'll put my mage building up. I try to only use 2 and sometimes 3. Depends on how many I have these buildings. So that way I'm not ever using way too many and always running out of my buildings before I can ever make more or win more back. This is where I got my 3-hour stance with these. So get all that stuff. And that's not going to be for another 11 minutes. So I can come back and grab whatever's left there. Okay. Okay, we're going to go back here and go back to fighting. Now I'm going to pick my fighters. Now I've activated those boosters along with the boosters that I already have going. So, this is the automatic win for those. This is what I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick all these fighters. And this is where I go to my numbers and look at all my numbers. So that way I sometimes do more than this. I'm just going to pick all these guys at once. Auto fight. Done. Auto fight. Done. And then I might get some diamonds here. Let's see if I get diamonds. Nope, no diamonds. I find what I got is I actually consider that to be a useless. That's useless to me. But hey, you get useless stuff. I got a magical chest, and the chest is probably up above, farther up. There it is. This is where I'm gonna use some of my bit time boosters. Use my 2 minute, on my 1 hours, and we're good. Next fight. Actually, no, this is a good chance of me not having to fight, so. That was an instant one, easy. Okay, my mouse is having issues today. There we go. When there's 4 like this, I almost always try to do this diplomatic approach first, and then if it goes through, depending on whether I've won or lost diamonds, whether I take the chance. So let's go there. Whoops. Or I almost did that twice. And we'll go there. And this is an instant easy win. There we go. What? Oh, I must have done something twice. Yeah. Okay, so I made a mistake there. That's where you make a mistake, you pay for it. I'm just going to go ahead and fight. And it's an easy fight. Another good booster, 2 hours. And there's more 5 hours. So those of you who want to watch the video and add, you can add. I'm not adding those, I'm only doing my diamond adding. Whoops, what was that? I went too fast. So I'll give this a chance first. Plus the supplies you lose in this first level are very minimal. That's why I get the higher levels. I will not do this kind of thing because you waste a lot more goods in the higher levels. So the higher levels, the only time I do this is when my fighting is, I don't have a good chance of winning the fighting. It's the only time I use these, and that's when I might do more diamond spending. So I'm just showing you the differences and the ways you can play this, and I do play this at times. So let's see here. So for me, I'll situate both of these. And there's that win. And you see the choices I'm making by what I pick. So by the numbers, both those units, one of the units gave 4 chances of winning, the other one gave 4 chances of winning, and they gave them in different circumstances. So there was one fighter that they weren't any good at, and the other one was good at that fighter, so on and so forth. You go back and forth with different choices for your fighting stances. So now we have another diamond win. I might win some diamonds here. And I'm in the mood to see about this one. I'm just going to fight this one. Unless all my fighting options are really bad. Okay, we're going to see what my second options are for my fighting. So I kind of go between both of these sides. So if I go 3 there and 2 there, and I go back to this choice here, so chance to win there and there. I'm going to go the auto fight, and an auto fight, and I use a lot more than I usually use, which is a fine dandy. Let's see if I win more diamonds. I won 20 more diamonds. So we're going back to plus 20, which then equals plus 10. So plus for positive. So positive 10, negative 10, all that good stuff. So we're now back to, I'm back ahead. I'm no longer have lost any diamonds. I have more diamonds than I started with. Now we'll go here, and we're going to use one of the 5 hours, and one more of my 2 hours. We're good to go. And a chest. I forgot the chest down here. What's this chest going to give me? Give me more of the useless stuff. Portal profits. Like I said, I get tons of those. I'll take a chance with 4 here. And I'm in the mood to fight, so I'm going to go fighting this one. I could go the other way. See if my fighting's worth it. So it's just only one instance. I don't have to go do 2 fights. So and more time boosters. This time I'm just going to fight, unless the fight is really bad. So 5 chance there, 5 chance there. So this is what I want to use. I want to use a bunch of these guys. I like to layer them sometimes. And that is a done deal. And we got our 50 diamonds. Let's see if I win more diamonds. I just want more diamonds, so. Whoops, did I add one of those wrong? Let's see, plus 1. No, that's 10. And that 10 plus, yep, okay, we're good. Make sure I didn't do my math wrong there all of a sudden. Okay, then we're going back here. Now we have an 8 hour and 10 hour, so this is where some of those 8 hours that I created, I'm going to use one of them. And use one of my 1 hours. Well, actually, I'll use a whole bunch of these 15s. Oops, did I have another chest? I don't think I did. Sometimes I miss those. I don't think, usually don't, but too much at once. Let's see here. This is where I use my fighting. So I'm using a little bit of one and the other one, and I should have no problem finishing this. So most of the time when you have fights where it's all 5 stars, you know, the chances of you winning are very good. You usually lose a lot less troops, especially when you have them with them doing more damage and also having more health and so on and so forth. That's where all those boosters are very nice and handy to come. They come in when you play. So I'm using not all of one thing. This is where I try to spread it out, so I'm not using all my troops on one thing, so that way they all, I spread them out because they usually work out well when you spread them out. So now auto fight, and that is a done deal. And next, done deal. The teleport building. Now this is, even in the second level, this is where you make choices of, I like that. I do more, once I hit the second level, all I do is fight unless the fights are just not, are going to be losing fights. Then I take a chance where I use my goods and guess, and then use the diamonds if I have to use the diamonds. I was just talking, I forgot to look at both. No, that was not, okay. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 and 3. That should work out for both of these. So we'll auto fight. That way. And we're good to go. So that should be good for both fights. More booster timers. Didn't win any diamonds this time. I had it. Could have won diamonds too, but so far I'm still ahead in diamonds. Yeah, more 2 hours. Good. So this will be my choice for the whole fight. And we are good to go. So when you're going through these fights, you notice that I'm always trying to pick fights where I always have a 5-star chance of winning. Because you see everything that's down there where they have the fist. 5 stars to me means everything here is populated, which means right here there's only 4 things. Right down here there's only 4. There's only 1 option down here that shows a good chance. That's where my 5-star is what I consider the stars. When all 5 of these are lit up, saying that fighter can fight all these guys really well and have a high chance of killing all of them. That's how I pick my fights. Sometimes, some fights I may only pick when it has 3 of these light, but I know the fighters I'm picking will have no problem finishing those fights with no more than probably 1/3 loss of all the troops. So sometimes, even if I don't have a 5, as I call it, 5-star choice down here, it will still be a guaranteed win for me because I've gotten used to the chances of certain troops, especially my light range units here. These guys seem to do really well even when they're a lower number chance of winning. So depending on the circumstance, if I have 3 fights and they always have 3 chances of winning in all 3 of those fight chances, then they may not have as good of a chance. But if it's only 1 fight or 2 rounds and they're the only ones going, they have a better chance of winning even without winning the fight. But that's something I've learned with these troops and with my modifiers I have up and running between my melee and my range damage modifiers. That's the reason why that troop has that kind of damage. If I had other modifiers up that gave my sorceresses more damage or gave my acrobat more damage, then they might do better compared to my ranged archer. So this depends on your modifiers, and you'll learn as you play which ones do better with lower chances of winning and whether or not they will probably win that fight. So where was I again? Let's go back here. Four chances. That's the 4 dot thing, and 3 chances. So I'm probably not going to want to use him as the only one since I have a 5 over there, and I have a 5 over here, which means yeah, he likes fighting all these guys, and he shouldn't have a problem with all these guys with less losses. So there we go. And I fight, and next wave I fight, and probably lost about 1/3 of all those troops, which is fine. Yeah, you lose troops. That's the fact of running the Spire. It's a matter of whether you can get back more than you lose. That is the math problem. Can I get back more than I lose? And I always have. Now, if you're never getting back more than you lose, then you're either not picking the right ones, you don't have the right modifiers up to help them win the fights. So that's where you need to experiment with the modifiers. Make sure you have all these modifiers running, whether those temporary buildings, whether it's the ones that give you the always modified damage and you can upgrade, and health, and so on and so forth. So that's where all these modifiers come into play with your damage, because that is what and then also with the brown bear, when you're making more troops, that's how you multiply the amount of troops you're making, so that way when you do make them, you're making more of those troops when you do start making them, and you're using those time modifiers that you get, boosters that you get from running the Spire and from crafting, to make the troops faster. So that way you can basically instantly make a whole bunch of troops, use your goods and supplies, and you now all of a sudden have more troops than you lost. And you keep making more even without those modifiers over time, over the whole week, so you keep building them up to more numbers and more numbers and more numbers. And that's where you have to do the math between both of the circumstances you're running with. So let me go see what I'm going to fight with this one. So far I'm liking my sorcerers for that one, and sorcerers will be good for both because I have no top dog winners. So that's where I fluctuate. I don't just only run my sorceress, I also run my other banshee. And let's see what I have left over here. I haven't run any of them yet, so try to keep the loss of numbers even, so that way I'm not running one down to 10x. I try, because they're all not the same, but they vary a little bit for each one, but less. Okay, I keep an average number of them going down, not a whole group of them all running out, and then I only have choice between 2 of them. That's just the way I do it. You could do it either way, so because you can still get your troops back by using all the other means you have available to you. So this is another 20 diamond chance. I might win some diamonds again. Right now I don't care if I win more diamonds, I'm already ahead, but hey, I always like even more. I like more of everything. Okay, I'd say I'm going to stick with these guys again. Oh, see, this does happen sometimes. Sometimes I get defeated like that, and that's when I go, ooh, whoops, I picked the wrong choice, and I lost more than I did not win that fight. This is where I'm going to take a diamond chance. So this is where I may lose more diamonds, which is fine. I don't want to keep losing. I don't want to try a different variants of fighters and lose them a second time, and then try a third time and lose them a third time, and then try them a fourth time and lose them a fourth time. Like I said, switch. Learn when to switch. Learn when not to lose more than you need to lose. I've lost that fight, and that's just a few. I didn't lose a lot. Now, if I keep fighting over and over and over with different variations, I can lose a lot of troops. So that's why I switch. Here I may lose some diamonds, but that's no big deal. I'm not worried. Like I said, I've never lost diamonds yet. So I lose diamonds here, I lose them there, I get them back here, I get them back there, so on and so forth. That's when you do the math and keep things in a good number. Nobody needs. Wrong person. Oh, I almost did a mistake there. Whew. Okay, so I know I need one of those. That's where I always look and make certain you do it slowly, because that's where I almost choose this the second time. I'm like, whoa, whoops. Because I'm reading on the wrong persons. I'm looking at what I've used. This is where you calculate in your head and go and so forth and so on. And I'm successful. That's where if you don't do it slowly and you accidentally look for the wrong thing, pick the wrong choice, there, I made another 20 diamonds. So, actually, we're going to go with these kind of equals numbers. There we go. No, I'll keep it a plus. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I just want another 20. So, plus 20 equals... Actually, we'll do it this way. $60 plus 20, which would be 80. Okay, we're back to this. 2 hours. Next. Okay, let's go see what the second wave gives me. Second wave, I'm going to go with all this. I'm just going to take all my ranged. And we're good to go. More combining catalysts. So far, my best choice for both waves would be my sorceress, or my banshees, or my other. Like I said, I like to evenly space them across. That's just how I play. You can go by numbers. If you always have more of a certain one, then use them only. But that's the way I do it. That'll have to be through your own choice. I have two choices. This is where I can fluctuate. See, I have the one golem down there. that he's not good at. This one here gets the golem, but he's not good with the archer that's down there. So they both have one unit that's they're not as good at as the other unit. So we go the second wave and see if that stays true, or if we have an all fiver. Since we have an all fiver, that's all I'm going to use is just this group of fighters. And let the fight begin. Oh, and I hit another one where usually it doesn't have any problem. But like I said, that's probably because one of my damage multipliers is not for that type of fighter, so they didn't do as good. So that's going to be this is another one where I may lose my diamonds. Let's see if I get lucky and don't lose my diamonds. It's a good chance I won't be losing any diamonds in this one. Yeah, because there's no way for me. Offer, and definitely no loss. This is where I may win 75 diamonds. Right now I'm nicely ahead. If I win 75 diamonds here, I'll be like ahead 150 diamonds. I will be positive. So anyway, we'll see how this goes. So hopefully I won't have to use diamonds. Hopefully my fights will go good in this one. Hopefully this will be a good choice for fights. We'll see. We have that one's good for fights. That's good. No, oops, I missed a wave. What's the second wave look like? Okay, second. Yeah, I actually have no problem with this fight. So. So start the fight there. Go. Go. And finito. Now I lost a little bit more than half my troops in that fight, but like I said, I've got plenty of troops and I will gather back more than I lost. And we can go over that later at a later point in time. Let's see what I win here. I won the useless thing. I won the portal profit. But like it's not useless. It's just I've got so many. I'm just gonna stick with useless for me right now. Maybe the next chapter they'll be really useful again. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Anyway, so now I'm back to the door. Oops. 11 hours. So I'm going to use one of my 8 hours. And then use that. And I feel like using some of my... I got even more 1 hours. There we go. Oh, shit. I didn't look for my chest. Did I have any chests? I'm doing a speed run talking to you guys. I'm not thinking about the whole gameplay. I usually always look before I go to the door to make sure I didn't have some magical chest that appeared that I forgot to double check. Probably didn't, but I don't know. Too late now. We're back to fighting. Okay. What's wave 2 look like? This is one that's looking like I might not want to fight, but we'll find out. Let's look at these guys again. And I'm going to take the chance, so... take the chance even though this is only a 3 chance here. We'll see how much we lose with this one fight here. Ooh, I'm probably going to lose these troops. Yeah, it's going to be a bad fight. Ooh, made it through. But I did lose more than half of them. After this, we'll go look at my troops, see how badly I depleted them, and then I'll explain how I'm going to bring those forces back up. So... So, good numbers there. This fight should be no problem. Should have used more of those other troops, but it's all good though. This is also the last wave, so we're going to the top. Before I keep going, oh good, this is all Fison. So fight, fight. We are good to go. Let me see if I have all 3 stages. Can be a good chance. Chance I'm willing to take a risk there. Yep, I took the chance and didn't win it out. Also, no where I could win diamonds. I was thinking I shouldn't have fought that one, but I was like, I'll take a chance for the heck of it. This is where I'm letting myself lose more troops than I usually don't use this many troops so far, but hey, it happens. Let's see here. This is where I'm probably going to lose diamonds, but I can live with it. Let's see. So, wrong person, wrong person. Okay. We're going to go there for that. And we're back to guessing game. This is all guessing. Okay, then I could lose. I might have to restart this one. This is where if I just lose the 25 diamonds, I might restart the whole thing and try a second time. Just depends how many diamonds I have to lose. Let's see here. Nobody wants, and I've already used. Take a chance with that one. Okay, yes. This is where I'm just guessing, so I'm going through the choices I've made, and I'm going to take my educated guess. I'm going to go for this guy. Offer. Got it, so that's just minus 25 diamonds. And that's minus 10 diamonds, so I'm not going to do both math, so that's just minus 10. Minus 25 plus 10, so minus, let's see. So minus 10 equals 70. So I'm still ahead 70. Even after losing some diamonds. And I've lost troops. And I think I have lost more troops than I usually lose, so I am... But I'm taking a lot more chances than I usually take, so it's the way it goes. But we'll see what I have lost and what I will gain from multiplying and using my multipliers. So, now we're going to another fight. Wave 1 is good with that group, not there. So, wave 2 goes good with either one of these guys. Let's see where wave 1 goes with these guys. So, wave 2 and wave 1 all like my archers. So, I should have a chance with my archers for both waves. And like I've said before, my archers seem to do better out of all groups. Usually. So, let's go to the second wave. What do we got here? So, I'm liking my sorceress. Let's see what my second wave likes. Yep, I'm going to stick with my sorceress. Now, the sorceress, because I don't have those time boosts, my mages and sorceress, you know, I'm going to go back and do that. So, I'm going to put one more booster up that I have, which is go over here. I'm going to put that booster up, which I probably should have done long ago. Like I said, this is where some of the spires I need another extra booster. Or one of my other buildings here, if I'd added some of the other buildings, I have 2 damage boosters here when I could have added another mage booster building and my other damage booster buildings. Ooh, I've got these guys. So let me grab these guys real fast since I've got all my timers on. I don't want to waste them. So we'll go back to my fighting in a few minutes. Oh, you know what I forgot to activate on this one? I was telling you guys the whole time, this is why some of my fights are not going as good. This is where you use your pet food. I was telling you about activating these. I've been talking to you, and I started this before ever bothering to activate that. That right there is probably why I'm losing so many troops, because I forgot to, that one activation there is 50% more damage for all my troops. That was one stupid not to do thing. I was telling you guys about it, and I just never bothered doing it because I've been talking, started the Spire, forgot to do that. So there is one of the major things. Don't forget to just activate some of your boosts. Like that other boost, the extra boost I put in there, the other boost I already had. Wow. I totally forgot about that. I just looked at it going, oh, whoops. So there's why my Spire run is not as good as it should be. So right there is probably why I've lost more troops than I normally lost, and why I've lost some of those fights I probably shouldn't have lost. So right now, yeah, see, some of my numbers have been hurt. I'll go through after this and use some of my time boosters, and I'm actually start boosting some of these up, and I'll show you what the difference is. Actually, I can do that right now. I think that right there is why I've been doing so bad in my fights, because I don't usually, that's why I say I don't usually do so bad in the fights. Well, that is probably the reason why. I forgot to boost my little fire phoenix. He was not on fire, and that is the reason why I was doing so bad. So this is going to be a Spire run where I'm losing more troops than I usually ever have lost. But there is the reason why. You now get to see the reason why, probably. 'Cause I'm almost done with the Spire, and I've lost a lot more troops than I should have lost. So let's up these guys to 1 hour again. So I got all these guys going. Got my goods going. I'm going to go ahead and instant some goodies. Use that one. I don't think I would normally have to use these like this, because I just screwed up by not activating that one boost that I have told you about in the last video. And yeah, okay, I have made a mistake. Houston, we have a problem. I'll boost my little guy over here, and I will still see, what am I hurting on? That number's still good. These numbers are still good. So I'm gonna start by boosting these guys back up real fast. So I'll get rid of him for the time being. And which numbers I want to boost first? I still got a whole bunch of archers. I'll boost them first. So you get to see the work in progress. I've already got my brown bear going. So instead of making a lower number of those, I'm making almost 35% more than I normally make. So now I boost my, let's see, I'll use an 8 hour. Did I hit my 8 hour? I thought I did. Oh, I guess I didn't. I'll use my 8 hour. There we go. Use one of my 2 hours, and we're good. I'll gather those guys up. Oh, I got more gold over, coins. Come on, coins, where are you? And my next batch. So how did we do so far? Okay, so I'm gonna run a full batch of these again. And we're gonna give you a 5 hour. And I'll just gather. Probably don't have to gather them. You probably just let them sit there, but I just do that. So we're at 83 now, so now I'll fluctuate. So now I'll do a bunch of these guys along with those guys. Another 8 hour. I also do that because it shows me where my numbers are, so that way I know what I'm upping. So I don't make one go up to 150 and then I was like, whoops, why am I making them go so high? Anyway, keep them in orderly faction, which is, let's see, go there. I'm just trying to build these back up to around 100 again there. Let's see there. So, we'll go there, there, there. Let's go there again. This is where I need more of those goods. And I can speed run these here, but I'm just gonna, this is the one time I don't usually have to do this many instances and stuff. Like I said, that one fighting thing, I forgot to activate that one building. That one building hurt badly. I don't usually lose as many troops, and now you know why. I stupidly forgot to activate that. And that's a good example of what you need to have activated to help you with this fire, because you will lose more if you don't have certain things running. So I learned by screwing myself over there. You craft more of these things here, you win more, so there's many ways you get more of all this stuff. You also have buildings that create more of this too, like this building down here, which I acquire these every once in a while. Right now I'm making more of my supply windfall of 10%. So there's different ways to get more of what you're using, whether you craft it, whether you get it from a building that creates it, or whether you win it from different instances and other parts of the game. Okay, so I got my troops up there again. Let's go here. And I'm just going to stop right now. Now I'm going to go back to Spire again. So, okay. So you've just learned what not to do and what helps out. There's a whole bunch. There's a couple of times when I lost all my troops where I may have not lost them all, because normally I wouldn't lose them all. I would just lose 1/3 or 2/3 of them in that fight, not lose the fight totally. And I think the reason why I lost some of those fights totally is because I didn't have that 50% extra damage bonus activated. That is a major bonus. That, along with my other bonuses from the Victory Springs and this, those are all bonus. Yeah, everything counts and it helps out. Um, so there is an example of what helps and what doesn't help, and what so on and so forth. So, well, let's try this again. Okay, where are we? Okay, we're 100% there. Good enough there. I think, is this one we lost last run? I forgot now because I was busy doing the other thing. It probably is. I don't know. We're just going to run it all this way. And both ways are good? Yeah. So we're going to auto fight it. Go again and auto fight it. See, and I'm pretty certain, I think it's the one I lost last time, and I lost everything because of that one thing, 50% more bonus damage. Is pretty much the reason why, and or it may have not been. So anyway, so on and so forth. Hurrah, hooray! And there I got some more boosters. 2-hour thing. Okay. Oh, and I've got another magic chest somewhere, and I think it's above me, or I don't know. I'll look for it in a minute. Let's go back over here now. Oh, it's 100% and 100%, so I shouldn't have any problems here. Especially now that I have my, what? 50% boost. Yes, that is very right, everybody. I am really mad at myself for that. To make me work harder for this over this whole another week because of me making that one little mistake. Lost, didn't lose a huge number, but I lost a decent amount. I mean, I probably lost 15%, 20% of my troops because of that. That I wouldn't have lost. So yeah, that did hurt very badly. That's 100%, almost 100%. And yeah, this should be fine too. I shouldn't have any problem here. And there we go. And this is another diamond one. Let's see if I win some more diamonds. Nope, but hey, I won some more 2 hours. Now we're going to use another 8-hour and 1 hour. Come over here. Hoorah, hooray. Okay. Go over my next choice. So I have a 4 and a 5 run, and with all my damage that should be fine. So, and that's all I'm going to use these guys. Auto fight. Auto fight. Good to go. Well, you've learned one good thing. Make sure you have certain things operating and what good they do, which is quite a bit of good. I'm going to hit myself in the head for days because of that mistake. You may not hear it, but I'm pissed. And if I haven't looked at all of our players. If you don't have the Fire Phoenix, the next time it becomes available, do all you can to get one. That along with the brown bear. If you don't have a brown bear, if it ever comes up, do spend diamonds. Do whatever you need to do. Get a brown bear at least one, and get at least one Fire Phoenix. They make a huge. Just those two things are huge. They make a huge difference in this. So. And then upgrading them also. Just having them helps, but if you upgrade them also, then it really helps. Okay, we got 4. So let's see which 4 is the best choices. So I'm thinking I'm going to go here again. This is one of those things where I may lose a third or 2/3 of the fight, but because of that one bonus I did activate finally, I'm probably not going to lose this fight. I may get hurt, but it will not be lost. Like I said, I lost at least 1/3 or a little bit more than 1/3 of my troops in that fight. But compared to a couple of those fights where I just lost because of that one thing I did not activate, my little 50% damage boost. Some more timers. And we're almost done with this, and we've learned one thing. What all those boosters help you with. They help you to fight, and it's not just to Spire. They help you with all the fights you ever do, whether it's getting more provinces, whether it's doing a tournament. All those things help, and getting more and making more, however you acquire them, will help you in the game. So that's what you want to have. This is one where the fighting may not be the best choice. This is one where I'm going to possibly lose diamonds. I'm going to not fight in this one because I have a better chance of losing troops and not winning any of these fights because the numbers there weren't favorable. So I'm going to do the diplomatic approach and see if I can not hopefully spend too many diamonds if I spend any. And this is where the spire is almost done, and I still am positive for spires. I mean, I can lose a few times before I start losing them, and I still get the 125 or 250 diamonds at the end of the spire, depending whether we finish the spire. So even if I go negative 100 right now, I'll still be winning at least 25 later. So yes, diamonds. People think that I have never really had any problems with yet. So everything's wrong person. One knows need it. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. We're gonna try something different there. Oh, this is gonna be one of those I retry it and redo it a second time, or I'm gonna spend some diamonds. Diamond time. And I'm going to redo it because I got pretty much nothing right. So I didn't get any lucky guesses. So yes, I'm going to quit this one and I'm going to lose whatever supplies I lost there and try it again. Since I hardly ever do these, it's no big deal. I'd rather take a second chance rather than, I have plenty of diamonds to lose. Hey, I've got plenty of supplies still. So I'm not too worried about that. Let me fix something different. Let's go with that. Okay, there we go. See, I got 2 that time. So, I might have a better chance of only having to use 25 diamonds once. Let's see. Nobody needs it. They'll try you. Wrong person. Oops, almost multiplied that. Go with that. And we'll try you. Let's go there. Now we're down to 1 choice. See, that was a good reset for me. That's why I'm sometimes resetting and not doing the first diamond thing because none of your guesses were good. I may still end up using 25, 50, or 75 diamonds just to finish this one. This is where I hope one of these guesses, hopefully one of these 3 choices, I held 4 choices. Well, I hope I'm not that unlucky. Let's see. Nobody needs it. What choice do I feel like taking a chance with? Obviously I don't need these 2 because they're not available, and I can't use that one. But which one? Eeny, meeny, mo. This is where I just use my. I'm going for the orc first. Try the orc. Okay, there's my first 25 diamonds. Yes. Okay, so not an orc here. Let's go here. Which one do I feel lucky with? I'll go with you. Breathe in, breathe out. And there we go. Only lost 25 diamonds. Ooh, yeah. So, we're back to minus 25 diamonds. So, minus 25 equals 50, 45. So now I'm only positive 45. Oh, darn. But I could also win what I just lost right here. Or some of it, because plus I might win 20 diamonds. I just won 20 diamonds. Yes, like I said. So now I just won 20 diamonds. So now I'm positive 20, which equals 65. So I'm still positive, and this game is about over. So this is where we go next. Was this an 8 and thing? So I'll use my last 8. And those 8s were all ones I think I may have won a couple 8s. I don't remember now. I think I crafted most of them. I think I may have won 2 8s or somewhere, so I don't remember now. But but I didn't know I did craft Sun 8s. All the 20 hours are all been crafted. And so were some of the 22 and 1 hour. So hey, that's where crafting is so handy. I'll go back to about 1 hour. Oh, where was this chest at? That chest, before I forget and finish this and never touch this chest and forget about it. There's my little chest. Let's see what I get out of this. Another useless building. This is one of those buildings that I find useless. So I'm gonna basically destroy this and get whatever I get out of it. It's garbage. But hey, you get garbage and you also get good things. Let's see how this fight runs. So I have 1, 4, spot 1, another 4. I would say, well, let's see if there's 2 4s. No, I'm going to stick with just my archer. And auto fight, done, auto fight, done. Not too many losses. I'm happy with those losses. There we go. Didn't get much out of it, but it's all good. And we'll go back to here. See what the second wave looks like. So it's looking like everything's going to be my sorceress or my other girls. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be all sorceress. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Go auto fight. And auto fight. Not too bad in losses. And some more time. What do we get? 5 hours. Alright. Then we're going to go back to our close to our last one. Let's see how we're doing here. Looking like a possible sorceress or acrobat or a combo. Let's see what second wave is. It is all sorceress. One is 5 and one's a 4. So we're going to go all sorceress. And these goodies, I'll go there. Auto fight. Complete. Auto fight. Done with not too much loss. Again, I probably would never have lost as many as I lost because of that one thing I did not use. I'm going to keep repeating myself. I'm so pissed. Anyway. Okay. Last fight. This is one where I may lose more diamonds because this is a three waves, and unless all 3 of these waves have some decent chances, will depend on whether I do fighting for this 3rd wave. So far, it's a very good chance. Let's see what the 3rd wave is. Yeah, this should be no problem. Now that I had that one thing boosted that I had unfortunately forgotten to boost, we should be fine, Danny. I'll just do a 5-some. Auto fight. Next. Auto fight. Next. Auto fight. And all done with hardly any loss. Like I said, you know by seeing what I've done, what counts to help you fight. Let's see if I win more diamonds or anything else. And I won a whole another 125 diamonds. Now we will get back to this last number. Plus 125 equals. Anyway, so that's 165, 175, 185, 190. So far, before the Spire is done, before we as a community, team, fellowship finish the Spire completely or non-completely, I'm going to get 190 plus whatever we finish with. So I'm going to get plus 125 or plus, I think it's 250 now. It used to be 225, now it's 250. So I'm going to get that added to the 190 diamonds I've already acquired that I have won. So you can see what I've won, lost, one loss, one loss, one loss, one loss, one loss. And most of this whole Spire has been from fighting. And I usually don't lose a lot of troops. I usually always can make mine back easily. I lost more troops this run because of that one mistake I made by not activating the Fire Phoenix. That one thing cost me a decent amount of troops. So that's where all these bonuses that you get from these buildings and from these are from all the boosters that you can activate, the buildings you can put on there to give you bonuses. That is why I find the fighting easier, is from using all these resources we have and using them correctly and activating them. So now we're going to see where our numbers are again, what I had to repopulate. So our numbers have been knocked down again, but like I said, my numbers are lower than I've ever seen in any of my tournaments because of that one thing I forgot to activate. I probably lost 20x of some of these fighters because of that, and that's all my fault for not activating that one boost. So there are the examples of how I set my fights up and how I run my spires and how I usually can repopulate my fighters much more easily. I still can, because let's see how much I have available for boosting these guys. So what timers do I have left? And this is before the extra timers. Once the tournament, the Spire is over, I will get another 33, I think it's the 33. So I'll get 33 more 5 hours, and plus with my crafting, I can make more things over time. So right now, look at all these timers I have. I have a bunch. So I'm going to run my 10 hour there. So we're going to do this before I hang up and finish this off. And if you don't run the speed runs and use some of those timers I'm using right now to make my troops with, if I hadn't done a speed run and I had slowly completed it without, using all those timers to open all those doors to make it a fast run, I would even have even more available to make more troops with. So this is how you do your troops. Okay. And you don't always have to use just the timer boosters. Here you can use the brown bear, and if you have a whole bunch of your little pet foods, you can run him for days. 12-hour shifts. Run 12-hour shifts. That's 2 straight days of nonstop creating stuff. And so you can just let them slowly over 2 days create what they normally would create, along with some of the time boosters also. So that way you're creating more troops both ways. Like when you go to sleep, you can keep him activated, so that way all the troops are being made while you're being sleeping are still getting the high numbers. I haven't tried this yet, but you might be able to make troops without being activated, and once all the troops have been made, then activate him and see if it automatically multiplies their numbers. I've not tried that, so I don't know whether that works or not. So that could be another way. You could go sleep, make all these troops, wake up, go ahead and start the timer, activate it, and then gather those troops, and all of a sudden they have multiplied because of you activating him. So someday I may try that, or you can just try that out, or we can Google it and see if somebody else has tried it and it does or does not work. So that's another way you can do it. So anyway, so where are my numbers at again here? I'm going to slowly get some of my numbers up. Like I said, right now I normally wouldn't have to build them this much. Normally I'd be able to build them even better. So you're going to see where I build them back up to just from what I have available before this Spire is over. And that's for me having a bad run, for me not activating one little thing. Anyway, where was I? Let's see. I see that's already back up to 101. Let's go back over here. And I can do speed runs here for 5-minute ones so I can get these back faster, but I'm just going to use some of my instances. This is where this run hurt me. I'm using instances I don't usually use, or don't have to use in these numbers. This will hurt me for months before I start getting all my instances back up by crafting and so on and so forth. That was a painful run. One stupid little mistake. So, learn by example. You now know what not to do. Okay, those numbers are about back up. Now I'll go to the next stage. Let's go back to you guys. So let's start off with, need a bunch of you, so I'll give a whole bunch. Talking to myself. Sorry, guys. Come on. There we go. Okay. Like I said, this hurt me because I did not do that. Oof. I'm still gonna. I'm gonna keep repeating myself. Ah, boy. Okay, I've used all my time boosters up, and normally I'd have more troops than I have right here. I'll still gather more before the tournament comes up just by using my brown bear. I'm gonna do him for 24 hours. So after I wake up in the morning and I get more troops, I'll reactivate him again. But anyway, but normally, yeah. And plus, if I hadn't done a speed run, I'd also have more of my time boosters available too, so on and so forth. So you see how this works. And if you follow my example by making certain you've activated all the boosts you have available without wasting, running out of them and never having them for the next round. That's why I said don't overuse, but make certain you do activate the ones you are not overusing, like this, so on and so forth. So that is the entire Spire Run. So yeah, those numbers are back up basically where they were before the Spire, and normally they'd probably be even higher than that if I had correctly run the Spire Run with that one boost. These numbers here I had to look at the video to see where they were, but I think they're getting close to, if not above the numbers they were at. These numbers here will slowly over time being built up, because I'm going to basically work on these two numbers here, and later on work on these guys up here again, and not hopefully make that same mistake I just made over in the future. So that way I keep continuing to build my troops. I may in the next tournament do a lesser tournament, a 2,000 tournament, just so I can start saving some of my troops in that, and then start building them back up to where I like my happy numbers. They're so way high and they're fine. It wasn't like I used all my troops, so on and so forth. So there is the Spire, and there's how to run the Spire the way I run it. I don't know if that'll help you out and make your Spire run any better than it has been in the future. I hope it does. I hope all this helps you out. And let me go one last time. There are no more chests I've forgotten to look at. The Spire is done. Where are we completed so far? So we have 6 of us that have hit the top, since I just finally rammed the Spire and finally hit the top. And right now our numbers are not too bad. If we can get 15 of us at the top here, we probably only need the rest of us to at least hit the lab or close to the lab. We have to do the math there. And if we were to get more people that can hit the top like I just did by the methods I threw out there that can help people, then hey, the more we can get to the top, the smaller the minimum has to be. So the people that really are having a tough time at this may not have to go as far up. It's people that can learn from this and over time do a better job at it and be able to complete it and get all they get out of it. Like I said, I feel that if you can get to the top, you get more from getting to the top just by yourself, along with completing the Spire completely as a fellowship. You should, as long as you run it correctly and run it right and learn from, like I said, when I first started running the Spire, I didn't know how to run it. I was making all kinds of mistakes. I was losing diamonds. I was losing troops. I was losing goods. There's ways to fluctuate back and forth. When to fight, when not to fight. If you're not winning your fights, switch over and risk losing some of the diamonds. Back and forth, back and forth. So that's a temperament you have to learn to play with the Spire. So that ends my tutorial. I hope this helps you out, and thank you very much for your time.